Hello, Master Tax here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 10 Russian reward medium tank. It is the T-22 medium. If you enjoy what you see, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I'm currently using on this tank. My crew on this tank are really good. My commander's on the 8th skill, the rest on the 7th. It is my crew for my Object 140. The equipment I use in the special mobility slot is bounty vents, so I don't get a bonus there. In the second special survivability slot, I've got bounty rammer, so no bonus there. And then I've got bounty stabilizer. I also use the premium consumable food. So on field modifications, I have maxed this out, so I get +3 to engine power and +2 to vehicle hit points. I haven't changed any of the other modifications. So now let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on El Halouf. It's a standard battle and I've got the 510 matchmaking and I'm top tier today. So straight away I notice there's no light tanks in the game. So what I'm going to do is be the light tank. I know by pushing down here, if anybody pushes down against us, I should beat them in a DPM battle. And my armour should be slightly better than theirs, as long as it's not a heavy. So I've pushed right down and spotted a squad of T-50 straight away. I've been tracked by a Projectile 66, so I've used my repair kit. Don't want to be stuck out in the open. And now I'm getting into cover. Still got the squad lit, but nobody's hit him. So I'm just going to peek off the edge of this. It's normally somebody camping base on the corner. And there's the Projectile 66 again. I got a shot into him, but he's getting a shot into me. But I did bounce it. He's pulling back now. Bounced the shot. He bounced off me. So I'm going to shoot another blind one. See if I'm pushing back. Looks like he's pushing back. And now I spotted a Jag Tiger. He's fired at us, but he missed. I tried to tear his track off, but now I'm finally getting assistance. So I want to see if I can peek at that Projectile 66. Is he still there? I'm going to fire into the bush, blind fire. Somebody shot at us. Must be him, sitting behind the bush in cover, double bushed. So I'm going to steer for the time being. I want to push up and get the squad of T-50, put some pressure on the Jag Tiger. So I fired again into the bush, but I did get spotted, so I suspect he is sitting there. So I'll take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about this tank. And I do really like this tank, but I don't really play it that often now, especially since I've getting the field modifications maxed out. And the reason is that's because I've got an Object 907 and that tank is a lot better than this. So I've managed to finally push. Jag Tiger tried to get us in the rear, but I bounced that shot as well. The armour is really good on this tank. Getting a shot into the squad of T-50. Managed to track him there. I'm hoping to get some assistance. The Jag Tiger is in the back of the turret or the hull, I'm not exactly sure. But I've got the squad of T-50 pinned down and moved further forward so the Jag Tiger cannot hit us. It's actually a second Jag Tiger. So the squad of T-50 has been taken out. And I'll take this opportunity to tell you about the gun that you get on this tank. It is 100mm. It has 264mm of penetration, which is excellent on your standard shells, with 320 alpha damage. With my crew and equipment, which is really good, I've got a reload time of 5.71 seconds, which gives us a DPM of 3,362. Also have an aim time of 1.83 seconds, which is excellent, especially for a Russian tank, and a dispersion of 0.33, so you can snipe in this. Another good thing about this tank is it does have a shell velocity of 1535 meters per second, which is absolutely fantastic, especially as I say, as you can use this to snipe. So I've taken the Projectile 66 out. I did take a shot. I am down to half my hit points now, even lower now that artillery hit us. They did kill me driver, so I've used my first aid kit, got him back into the game, resuscitated him. So what I want to do now, if there's nothing here, I want to push on the top and round the back and see if I can get some artillery I'm hoping somebody comes to support us and not make me do all this work by myself. So I'm going to try and peek round this corner. I'm not sure where them Jag Tigers are, but there's two artillery. Get the one that's trying to escape first. Should be able to get me shots into him. There's the second, and he's been taken out. Now the back chat artillery's turned round to face us. He should have tried to escape while I was reloading, but he is facing us and I should manage to take him out here. Two artillery gone. Now what I want to do now, I do know that I'm spotted because I've just been fighting the artillery. There's another one trying to get a shot into us. I want to push up to these bushes, see if I can spot. And with my crew and equipment, my view range is quite decent on this. It is up to 465 metres, so quite good at spotting. And I did spot the Leopard PDA coming to get us. I did suspect somebody might come back to try and get us. I do need some help. I'm calling for help. I need some support. So he's going to try and crest. He was just peeking, so I managed to sneak a shot into him. He's missed his shot, so this will be the third shot into him. Now he's trying to flank us, and I want to turn my hull armour forward towards him. And now I'm getting another shot into him. I'm annihilating him on DPM, but I've taken a shot. Now I can't get the gun depression. What I didn't tell you when I was telling you about the gun stats was that you only get 5 degrees of gun depression with this tank, but you should be used to it if you do play the Russian tanks. Now I'm going to pull back a little bit. If that Object 260 comes for us, I am a one-shotter. I am down on hit points, and now I'm hoping that my team will support us. Can I sneak a shot into that Leopard PDA? He was so lucky there. So was I, bouncing the Object 260, especially when he's firing gold, but the armour on this turret is quite good. So I'm just trying to relocate, just in case that Object 260 is going to try and crest this ridge and get us. A few shots has went into him, so he is a one shot for us. Can I get it? And manage to take him out. Now my support has arrived in the Object 430, and there's a WZ tank destroyer. So what I'm going to do is try and support them, protect me last hit points, see if I can snipe some shots. And while I do, I'll tell you about the armour on this tank now. And on the hull, doesn't sound anything special on paper, but you get 100mm on the front, 80mm on the side, 80mm on the rear. So the side and rear is quite good, but the 100mm on the front, but it is a lot better than what it sounds. That's because you're a pike nose, which is different to the Object 140, Object 907. So you do really need to be facing the armour towards them, wiggle a little bit, and you will bounce a lot of shots. So to the turret armour now, and you get 230mm on the front of the turret, but it is rounded and the turret is really good. And then you get 170mm on the side and 140mm on the rear. Now I've fired a lot of shots in this battle, especially when I was firing them blind shots, and I've run out of standard ammo, so I've moved to premium ammo, and it is heat on this tank. What happens is my penetration goes up to 330mm, which is excellent, but these shells are a little bit weak against spaced armour. And what I do lose is shell velocity. It is only 900 meters per second with these shells, so not the greatest for sniping now. And what does change as well is the cost. These shells are cost us 4,800 credits per shell, so not great, but it's all I've got to fire. That is apart from the 5 HE shells that I carry, but HE is a bit rubbish nowadays. So I'm trying to get some shots into that mouse, and I will really struggle. I need to get his bottom plate or his cheeks. So I'm still firing blind shots. I'm not really concerned about losing the credits. My first concern is winning the battle. That's what I hope we do. So I fired another blind shot down to 6 shells. Can I get the bottom plate on that mouse? Still can't get it. I am really struggling trying to penetrate that mouse from this distance. There's another, and managed to take him out just when I said that. So the mouse is gone, only the artillery left. He looks like he's at the top. I would like to take the last artillery out, but my teammates are pushing in on him, so I'm going to try and make it into the cap, get a few capture points, and the last artillery is being taken out. Now I did forget to upload this replayer to What Replays, so I can't show you the stats, so I'll give you a quick run through. I did do 4,480 damage. I got 1,922 assists and 5 kills. So I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle, and if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and comment, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom left hand corner. Cheers.